How was your weekend?
That's all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, good.
Biggs and Boggs.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey.
welcome back to your future hand with Biggs and Boggs. I'm Marty Boggs.
And I'm Julian Biggs.
And we got Spencer on sound and screens. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us today. We got a great episode for you. Stick around to the end, like, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff. Let's get right into it. What are we up to today, and how can we plan for tomorrow? Julian.
Today, we are reminding you that this is not financial advice, but we will give you our speculations on the market as we continue to move forward. We're going to look at BTC flatlining over the last week, negative impact to the stock market last week, but we're going to get into it with a little bit of a market scope here first.
Market scope.
Let's go. So right now, of course, we're looking at the Bitcoin versus US dollar chart on a daily time frame. We can see the bigger pattern that's played out here. So we wanted to zoom out a little bit and look at the similarities. I love it when a plan comes together. We want to look at the similarities of what happened last summer back here between May and July before we made this move up. And we had these 1, 2, 3 impacting lows through this trend line, and we're starting to see something similar play out here in this consolidation phase. So the question is, are we going to get this third low here and make a move to the upside, or are we going to break down below this trend line and get real nasty with
And
it?
ultimately, the answer is, what is the Fed going to do? Are they going to print more money and we're going to go up, or are they going to force some deflationary period where money takes over and stocks go down?
So I can't see inflation calming down right now with what's happening.
No.
We need to be aware that the price of commodity stocks and things like this are going up. And one thing that people probably don't know is that Ukraine actually sits on some of the largest wheat exports
I have a lot of resources
of any other country. So wheat's gone up like 40-50% since this started happening. Corn is another one. But not only that, so we grow a lot of our own wheat here in Canada and America, and our wheats actually have better quality. But Ukraine also exports the most fertilizer out of anybody in the world, and we use their fertilizer to grow our own wheat. So these things impact a lot more. So I can't see inflation necessarily stopping because of these things. I think we're going to have to see some more inflation in order to recover from the other things that are happening now. So, but I can see interest rates going up as a result of this.
Try to push them up,
which can be negative for these markets. So I'm going to go over to the S&P 500 here, just the stock market for a second, because I was talking about how we could potentially see these moving averages move through the 200, which is this lower line here, and we're seeing that now. So up here, I was talking about this. We have now seen the 20 come through the 200-day moving average, and the 50 about to do the same. So last time this happened, it was not good. We're already 4.5% down from the 200-day moving average here, which is quite a bit for the S&P. So these are things I'm watching for. If we don't recover here quickly, I think it could be messy for the next month or so for this market as well as the crypto market. Now, messy to me, I don't know if it's necessarily that low, but on an extremely bearish scenario, I think we're looking at potentially $27,000 to $24,000 being low, and then the high end between now and I would say May probably being $48,000 to $53,000. So bearish, mid 20s, and hopefully not lower. But bullish, if we can stay above this green trend line here and get moving to the upside, then we could potentially see, $48,000 to $53,000 before the summer, and these fat cats take their break before the third quarter. So
the truth is, the fucking markets have been overheated for 2 years. So
yeah, absolutely.
Like if you even just before that, there's a huge run up, all that. It's just we're due for some sort of configuration period where we figure some things out.
A capitulation.
Yeah, some sort of vortex of some kind.
And
a universe.
we also go through these phases where the economy just resets itself, and economic resets are not uncommon, and they happen. And the last one for us, I believe, was 2007, 2008, and there was I think they made a documentary about it, The Big Short, and there was people that basically profited from that because they saw it coming, right? So we're seeing similar things like that. There could be a really large crash coming, but there could not be.
There's a lot of people betting that there is going to be a large crash coming, which could make it so it doesn't happen because they want to take that liquidity.
Exactly.
So it just depends on who, I don't know.
Exactly.
It's beyond me.
It's beyond me. It's beyond my background too. But I am
the way I see it, things are overheated. So
yeah,
you kind of gotta take it down a bit. You can't just let the fire burn, or it's just gonna burn everything down and it's gonna explode. Right? You gotta
But they've been doing this over and over and over and over
It's
and
true.
over and over.
Yeah, it's been
and over
happening
and
for
over.
hundreds of
Right?
years,
So,
but
but we're now seeing things like Bitcoin and stuff like that kind of disrupt that, and and now they're forced, in my opinion, to kind of change the way they maybe manipulate these markets, or at least kind of steer
Try
these
to.
markets and steer the transfer of wealth, because with something like blockchain, and it doesn't even have to be Bitcoin, but blockchain technology and all these things giving opportunity to people outside of the central banking system, they're forced now to get into it, and we're seeing central banks get involved with it and stuff like that, because they will go with the masses. We need to understand that they do follow the consumers, and
Yep.
we as the consumers do have that power, because what we naturally gravitate to, the wealth will naturally gravitate to. You know what I mean? And that happens subconsciously, and that'll happen
They
slowly.
make your
with crypto.
money. That's how they get wealthy.
They make, yeah. That's a
So
good way
the
to put
things
it.
that
Yeah,
you
they
spend
make your money.
on, that's where they go. So,
Do-do,
and anything obviously blockchain technology wise is going to take over in the future because it works better.
Yep.
If you don't understand
Web3,
it, don't worry about it.
blockchain.
It works better than everything else that we're using right now.
And the thing
so.
is that if blockchain and Bitcoin win, even the non-believers will benefit. And I think I've said that before, and I'll continue to say it. But if Bitcoin and crypto and blockchain and all
If
these
you're new to this
decentralized
channel,
things happen,
if Bitcoin wins, you win.
you win. Even if you're a non-believer, it's going to be better for everybody. And if it does fail, if some sort of powers that be really get to the point where they feel they need to just squash and destroy crypto, then it'll be
dictatorship.
It'll be a terrible place that we all live in anyway, in my opinion. So
Yeah, it depends on your dictator, I guess.
I'd rather believe.
Yeah, it depends on your dictator. But yeah, we could use democracy, true democracy, decided on a blockchain,
Yep.
technology platform,
Platform.
and everything that you were told will be true.
So anyway, right now we're not buying a whole lot of Bitcoin. Last bought, in the lower ranges of 30K here. So, we're still feeling good. We're still looking good as long as we don't break down below these lines. And if it does, I'm just going to buy some more. It doesn't really matter. But right now, what I want to be doing is thinking about anchor protocol and things like that. So we want to continue to dollar cost average into our own personal value. So I'm just going to pull up this site here. We'll get the screen back. And we want to look at something like anchor protocol. So like I said, this is a new stable coin. This is intertwined with the Terra Luna network. And they have to burn Luna in order to print UST. So if you're holding Luna over the last few months, man, you're doing really good too. So if we're going to get into other projects moving forward, DeFi projects moving forward, Luna is unbelievable, and it's up, I think, 100% in the last 6 weeks. So anyway, Anchor protocol. So UST, you stake your UST on the Anchor protocol here, connect your wallet. And they got a total value of $15 billion locked already now, and they're paying 19.51% per year interest on your holdings. So this is not your crypto. This does not fluctuate. This fluctuates with the US dollar. So you're going to get 19.51% on just a savings account, and that's
So that allows you to
can't
move
beat
your
that.
money from Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other cryptos that you're holding into crypto, but a stable coin. So you don't have to worry about crypto crashing.
Yeah. You're just going to get your 20% a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the goal, obviously, you want to, I'd like to have $1 million in UST. I'd live off my $200K a year, and
Yeah.
bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Unbank yourself.
Unbank yourself. Fucking, what's it called? Biggs and Boggs out.
Biggs and Boggs out.
I don't know.
Biggs and Boggs.